How you doing out there? This is Eli,
Lily.
Jasmine.
Isaiah.
and welcome to Between Four Amigos.
Hey.
Glad to be back with you guys. We have a very special episode, and we're going to be talking about scary stuff.
Scary,
To
real
some
scary.
people.
to the believers.
Some
Scary
people
for
are
me.
scary.
Whoever's the believers.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about paranormal and what are energy vampires, right?
Right?
Yeah.
And dark entities.
Ooh.
That's too damn scary for me.
Yeah. me
Which
too.
ones are scarier? Energy vampires or dark entities? Oh my goodness.
Freaky stuff.
Freaky stuff. Just in time for Halloween.
We are in October.
Spook
so
you
yeah.
guys a little bit because Halloween is right around the corner.
Exactly. So, but we're gonna kick it off because we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about energy vampires.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
So let's break it down. Let's break it down between what are energy vampires and then what are dark entities. Do you guys know?
No, tell me.
Do you guys have any, Domiga?
I have an idea.
You have an
I
idea
have
of what
an
it
idea,
is?
yeah.
You do recognize the
Yes.
terminology.
For me,
Yes,
they're
I
all
do.
bad. So,
For him, they're all miedo. They're all
You've
scared. so-
encountered a few in
Todos
your
te sacan el
lifetime.
tufo.
You too, right? You know what they are? Energy vampires,
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning as I
As you're going.
and just to be clear, the one that has the more expertise here is Jasmine.
Yes.
You know, 'cause,
In this
you know,
field.
yeah, in that field, we don't really know much about that. So,
We're gonna
go
educate
ahead.
today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's two big differences that you wanna be aware of. So energy vampires are human. So
Mhm.
it's always people. It can't be ghosts. It can't be
No,
spirits.
yes.
It can't be something that's past. Energy vampires are human beings that basically drain the energy out of you. They
Okay,
suck
wait
the
a minute.
life out of you.
So that's who they are. I know a lot of them.
Yeah, like I have a lot of those. Yeah, and
Where do they
basically
suck from?
your energy
Oh,
cord.
oh.
No, so basically, it could be anything. It can be people that are, envious of you, that hate on you, hate on your success, people that want what you have, that are not happy with their lives and what they have. Anywhere. It can be in your family, it can be in your friendships, it can be at work, even social gatherings. You go to a party. Even social gatherings, you go to a party, even social gatherings, you go to a party or anything, and they're everywhere. The thing is, once you dive into your spirituality, learning more about energy, you start to recognize them and how they make you feel. So how would you know you are around an energy vampire? Do you know?
I could sense it.
You
But
can sense
I
it.
could sense it immediately.
You know how you just said they want what you have, or
Mm-hmm.
so if you go to a gathering, they don't know enough about you. How do you?
It
understand
could
that?
be just by how you look, the light that you have in you,
Just the energy you.
the energy you transmit. Because most people that are high vibrating, like they're usually happy people. Like you can literally sense it. Like as soon as they walk into a room, they light up the
Yes,
room.
yes.
Like it's just their energy is high. So I mean, you see a pretty girl walk in, and she's glowing and she looks pretty. Another girl that's fucking a hating bitch might be on the corner looking at her like, oh, look at this girl. Look at what she's wearing. Look at this. Already.
Even though she hasn't done anything to her.
She hasn't done anything. She doesn't know her. Same goes with men.
So people that are kind of jealous and envious.
Yeah, jealous and envy. It's all like on an energetic level. You know what I mean? It could be based on materialistic things, like of what you have, how you look, your relationship that you have. But it's just they don't want you to have it. It's just they want what you have, basically. So those are energy vampires. The other one is dark entities. Dark entities are not human beings.
Right.
So these are entities or shadow beings or demons, things that are supernatural, more in the energetic field. And we're going to dive into both of them, but I just wanted to explain the difference between them because one is human form, energy vampires. The other one is on an energetic spiritual level, which are, dark entities or demonic entities.
energy vampires.
You want to stick with those
I'll
better,
stick
huh?
with those.
Yeah, because
You'll
you're
stick
gonna.
You can actually see them.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
it. It's
no, I
the
think
scary part
that's
is
true.
what you can't see.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you get,
The energy vampires, you can see them, or
Right.
you can feel it.
Feel
You
it,
can
yes.
sense it. You know, so I'm curious to see, you know, what you guys out there like. Have you guys experienced any of this? You know, do you guys even, are you aware of it? Because not a lot of people are aware of. I think isn't until you start to dive into it. Because you didn't know, right? Like you were like, I didn't even know the
Not
terminology for
Actually,
them.
no, I didn't really. I'm not a real believer of good or bad luck. But when you put it that way, as far as energy, I think that's what causes the bad.
Yeah,
luck and
of
good
course.
The bad
Yeah.
juju.
The bad juju.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how can you recognize an energy vampire? Like, do you guys have an idea of, like, for instance, let's say someone comes to your house, and they are an energy vampire. Like, what do you think you would feel? Or
I think drained, just tired.
Well, it depends. Now, are you referring to someone new that comes to you, or are you referring to people that you already know? Because I can relate more to people I already know.
yeah, because you know you've been around them a couple times. So let's say someone you know, like family.
Well, just to hear the person's name saying they'll be over,
Oh.
you know, they're gonna be coming. That right
You're
there
like,
is
"Fuck
just
this."
fucks you up, because you're like, damn, I gotta
Puts you in
put
a
up
bad
with this.
mood, yeah, because you're already preparing yourself what you're gonna go through around
Exactly.
this person.
And you
Yeah.
know you don't want to be around that person because of that reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's not only just them showing up, but what they bring with them. You know, the whole mood, the whole
That's the energy
ambiance,
vampire.
Yeah,
you know?
they change the whole dynamic of
The
your
vibe.
house,
The vibe.
the whole vibe of
they
your
bring.
house.
Yeah.
So you guys have been around some then.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
And how did you feel, Lily?
Exhausted afterwards.
Yeah.
I felt drained to the
Yeah.
point that it took me like a day or two to recover.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like all my energy was just out the door. Like
Yeah. You feel like the life was sucked
yes,
out of you.
seriously,
Yeah.
I always thought for me, I'm sorry, but I always thought for me that was like a mental drain. You know, that's how I saw it. I didn't know that it can be a source of energy or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, any energetic source can manifest in different ways, right? It can manifest mentally, it can manifest physically, it can manifest emotionally. So, yeah, like you were saying, mental could be you're just tired, you're exhausted, you're sleepy, maybe you feel burned out. You
But
know?
with those people, once they leave, you feel. But again, I always thought it was. It's just a mental thing because they were around.
Because you don't like them.
Put up with their BS
Yeah.
and all this stuff. So
You didn't want them in your house.
So for me, I'm like, okay, that's a mental drainage that this person left behind. So,
Yes.
but again, I didn't know it was.
Yeah. Now it makes
Yeah.
sense, right? When you
Yeah.
start to look
Yeah.
back at all those people and you're like,
Right.
fuck, no wonder.
Yep.
So I feel the same. So for me, when I'm around energy vampires, I feel the same. I feel super drained. It's funny though, because now I do more like somatic release when I'm around. Do you guys know what that is? Somatic release. So somatic is a lot of like the natural movements or gestures that like our body naturally does, like yawning, anything, sneezing, coughing. You know, it's just the way of your body releasing the anxiety or the energy.
So you're saying every time you yawn or sneeze, is that what you?
Yeah, there's somatic releases. It's just no different than animals, like dogs or cats. If you realize when they have anxiety, like they'll yawn a lot, like they'll do heavy yawns. It's just a release. It's how your body's releasing.
So it's not because you're sleeping.
It could be sometimes too
So
because
you're
you're
saying
sleeping.
not all the time.
Not all the time. It just
depends
again
who you're
we're
around.
talking about who you're around. You know, so like certain
you're
people.
saying that if you yawn or sneeze when you're around certain people,
individuals, yeah, like that's now what my body does. Before, like years back, I would experience what you guys experience. You know, like you're in a funk for days after. You feel totally drained, sleeping spell. All you want to do is sleep for days. Like doesn't matter how much you sleep, you can't recover.
Not only that, but they not only suck the energy, but they could leave negative energy.
Yeah, they're
So
bad energy
sometimes after they leave, they may cause an argument between
because their energy's left behind.
or there's going to be a lot of things that frustrate you or annoy you after they left, and it's not the norm. You know, you usually don't get upset over somebody leaving something on the floor.
Right.
You're just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever.
But what it is,
because somebody came in and dropped their negative energy.
Yeah,
you absorb it.
Yeah.
what it is though that when that happens is how they're sucking your positive energy. Now they leave you in a lower vibration. And low vibration is anger, sadness, depression. So if you think of it like it's basically they took away all the sunshine and left you in the darkness, you know? So then of course you would be fighting and doing things like that. But yeah, so there's different ways that your body's gonna experience it. Like I was saying, for me now, like if I'm around someone that's energy is really heavy, I'll start yawning. I get super sleepy. You know, and it's just your body telling you like, hey.
Well, you better not yawn when I'm around. I don't know.
You better be like, I'll be sad.
You're gonna be like, oh my God, what's going on? Is she tired?
I ain't that bad.
No.
He's gonna be asking you every
Well,
time.
I know when he sees
I'm not
me
an
yawn.
energy
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
how it
yeah.
manifests for me. How does it manifest for you? Energy vampires. When you're around those certain individuals.
I don't know. Sometimes I just tend to be a little bit more quiet. I try not to open myself as much. I just kind of block it a little bit, just kind of like be more aware. I think I'm more on a defense. Once I feel it, I become more defensive. So I shut down.
And you put yourself to sleep.
Well, yeah.
Because when he would be around certain individuals, like he wouldn't even interact. He'd just like go to sleep.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah, like
I just kind of
Because he blocks
play on
it.
defense.
Yeah.
I go on defense mode and I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do this because it does drain me. And when I feel that way, then it takes me a long time. So for some people, it's 2 days, 3 days. For me, it takes me weeks to recover.
Really?
Yeah. It's bad. Super bad.
Especially because if you're around
Well, it
them.
was.
And I think, I think we're all guilty of, knowing certain individuals and keeping them around, even though you know that they're not good for you, like that they're draining you or they're leaving you empty. I think that was one of the things from the past that we allowed a lot of people to stay in our lives longer than what they should have. You know, like you knew
and
it was.
I think that just to be courteous and nice.
Yes, because
you don't wanna
it's
today.
family or it's friends or whoever. You know, it's a client or someone you work with. You know, we tend to like, man, you know, like let me bear this. But no, like honestly, it's not worth it. Like once you start living life and setting your boundaries, and you're like, I can't be around people like this.
You tend to pick your battles. Like, do I really want to do this for a long time?
Like, do I want to hang out with this person?
Is this a battle or is this a war?
Yeah.
Do I really want to go long term with this, or do I just want to,
now
nip it in the butt and end it?
A question for you: Do you sense it right away, or does it take a couple of minutes when they start talking, they start acting a different way? That's when you know, or because somebody can come up, real jolly person, nice person, but how would you feel? How would you know?
For me, it takes a little bit. Like, obviously, I have to talk to the person and kind of like read the person, and see what feeling I get off of them. Because usually your gut will tell you right away what feeling you're getting from that person.
It's your intuition.
Yeah. So for me, I have to know the person, interact with them a little bit. Because that is a good question. How do you know who these people are? Like I said, most of the time, like energy vampires aren't going to be positive people. Aren't going to be happy people. No. These are people that are naturally complainers, that are narcissistic, that are toxic, meaning always having problems with people. Like they're always having issues. Their life is chaos. Like there's always something negative going on in their lives.
Now it's not to be confused with someone having a bad day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Because that's human.
Sometimes we have a bad day. Today I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's not what it is. It's just, but when it's consistently happening.
Constant. Like the keyword is constant. These people are always like, hey, this happened to me today. Or hey,
I got into it with so-and-so.
I got into it so-and-so. Or can you believe this? Can you believe that? Like their lives are always in chaos.
It's always somebody else's fault, not theirs.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They can never take accountability. Like most of us who aren't narcissistic can take accountability. Like you hurt someone's feelings and you ponder on the situation and be like, damn, did I mess up? Like did I hurt them by saying this? Most of us can do that. But these kind of people are like,
no, they blame everybody.
Everybody is guilty. Nothing is their fault. And they switch things up and they spread lies. Everything is to make them, seem like a victim all the time. So yeah, those are key things. Like, like again, energy vampires is never going to be a positive person. It's never going to be a happy-go-lucky person. It's always going to be someone that's low vibrating, constantly in chaos, and they just want to throw that on you.
Right.
You know, like they come to you to
Mhm.
throw the problems on you. They take
They
your little,
dump your
they
trash
take your
on
good
you.
energy. You know, and that's another thing most people don't know. The worst thing you can do is keep those kind of people around and constantly be hearing them vent about their problems. That's a huge energy exchange.
Mhm.
Like if you have people in your life that are always dumping their problems on you, just by listening to them, you're absorbing all that
Mhm.
shit, and you're draining yourself and giving it all to them.
And like the amigo said, not because you're having a bad day. I think when we came a couple weeks ago, I was feeling pooped, and when you guys got off to the store, I was laying in the back of the truck. Remember, amigo?
Oh,
We were
yeah,
just
yeah.
talking. I was just not.
You were
feeling well.
tired.
I
You were
I
not.
wasn't feeling well that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, and that's
a big
not,
difference.
and that's not normal for you because you're
No,
usually
I'm always
happy.
up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. But I think that it's so true what you say. Sometimes we just allow them to stick around just because, like you said, we like to be courteous. I remember
Yeah,
we would have some sort of gathering. Some of my kids would leave.
because they didn't want those people around.
No,
Yeah.
and they said because we get so tired and it's so draining, they would take off.
Yeah,
They would leave.
because they can't be themselves.
Mhm.
Because they have to put up a facade that, oh, okay, let me be nice,
Right.
not because I want to, but because I have to.
You have to.
So when do you cut these people off? Because one thing is, oh my God, this person is always down. Let me try to cheer them up. Let me listen to their sorrows, whatever. So when do you know when to cut these people off, right?
Yeah.
Because there's one thing that you may think that they need help. You're trying to help them. You're trying to listen to their story, just to
try to
be
help.
there. And another thing is when you recognize, okay, this person's gonna
This
mess up my life.
bitch is never gonna change.
Because they don't listen.
Yeah, there's this is my opinion.
Mhm.
There's two things. I think for me, one of them is sometimes they just leave on their own.
Mhm.
They fall out.
They fall off.
Mhm.
And the other one is you have to really, really talk to yourself and recognize, like, man, this is just too much.
Mhm.
And you could cold turkey cut them, or you could just say, just not have them come around as much.
Slowly distance
Yeah,
yourself.
just
Mhm.
take your time with it. Don't, I mean, if it's bad, I think you should just cut it cold
Cut it
turkey.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just be like, you
Yeah,
know
for
what?
understanding.
We're not vibing. I'm sorry, but we're just not vibing.
For me, the same. I feel like when is the time to cut them off? When they're costing you your peace of mind or your
Mhm.
sanity, it's time to go. Like for me, especially me, like I said, years back, I tolerated so much more because of the years of friendship, because it's family,
Or whatever.
because of
Mhm.
this. We still hadn't found ourselves. We still hadn't grown to who we are now. And for me now, it's like I'm huge on boundaries now. You know what I mean? And it's like if you're costing me my sanity, my peace of mind, and you're constantly taking from my cup and never
Mhm.
pouring back
Mhm.
into it, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And that goes for anybody or any. I always sound like it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's friendships, people you've known forever. It's like if they are taking from you constantly and never pouring an ounce back, you gotta cut them out. They gotta go.
And we all had, maybe you guys out there still have people like that in your lives that you have no idea why they keep coming around with
Yeah.
being negative all the time. Well, they're
Energy vampires. Yeah.
I guess so.
They love to take from you.
Yeah.
They love to drain that energy.
So, like you mentioned, how can people try to avoid those friends or family members from keep popping up, keep calling,
Yeah.
keep texting, keep coming over? Like Isaiah says, either do it cold turkey.
How would you do it?
Well,
cold turkey.
I would-
Cold turkey that bitch.
I'm the type that I'll just, you know what? I'll stop answering the calls. I'll stop inviting them over.
Mhm.
But that's just me.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot more nicer people
Nicer.
out there than me. So you would start by, avoiding calls, stop inviting them to parties, stop inviting them here, there. Little by little, they'll get the hint, right?
Uh-huh.
Some do.
Some do.
Yeah.
I was
Some
just
do.
gonna say
Yeah,
that.
Some do. I think like you said, if you're not vibing, you have to cold turkey. Just be like, and there's nothing wrong. Honestly, a lot of people take it bad, but there's nothing wrong. We're just not vibing.
Or you outgrow.
We're just not
Yes, you
vibing.
outgrow.
You
That's
outgrow a
very
lot
true.
of people. Like, I think back to like my friendships from way back, and it's like I'm not that person anymore.
Yes.
Like the Jasmine that is sitting here today is not the same Jasmine
Yes.
from 5 or 10 years ago. Like I completely have changed who I am.
Yes, and that's very true because that's happened to me to the point
Yeah.
that people are like, you changed. No, well, and I did for the good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Deep
change.
inside, I'm still
It's
the
for
same
yourself.
person.
Yes.
It's for yourself.
But have
Self-growth.
have I changed and set up boundaries where you're not crossing, you're not welcome in my temple, which is my home,
Yeah.
unless you're a good friend. That we cut off
Yeah.
because the energy vampires.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Oh yeah.
So we completely just.
It's like you never want to go through that ever again.
So if I invite you to my home, I consider you somebody very close to me.
Yes. And that's a big thing, you guys.
It's a sanctuary.
Who you let
Yes.
into your house is huge. Like your house is your temple. It's your sacred space. So it's like you have to protect it.
And just like vampires, right? You
Yeah.
have to invite them to your
Oh, that's
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
in order for
Yeah.
them
To be able to come in. Yeah. To be able to come in.
Mhm.
So
So I
that's
get the terminology.
Yeah.
yeah. And then too, so how you were saying, like, how would you cut them off, right? I think you can easily, now there is things I do want to talk about, like there is things you can do to protect yourself around certain individuals like that. So even if you by any reason have to be around them, like heck, let's just say it's your mother, who's an energy vampire, you know what I mean? And like, even though you don't want to be around her, like you have to be around her, right? Because it's your mother, and whatever, family or whatever. It's like there is ways that you can protect yourself around certain people. And one of the big ways, obviously, first is you have to have a connection to God. Your source, whoever you believe in, whoever you have your faith in, that's who you need to have that connection. Because without a connection to your source, whether it's God or whoever, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in, is like you're not protected if you don't have a connection with your spirituality or with your faith. So prayer would be one, right? Praying to protect yourself, protect your family. For me, in the spiritual realm, I use my crystals, protection crystals, that there is a lot of, everything transmits energy. Crystals transmit energy and absorb energy. So there is specific crystals that you can wear or have on you that block that energy from attaching itself to you. Saging, this person comes into your house and they have that heavy energy and your house feels off. Sage your house, remove that bad energy from your home. Another one would be like energetic cleanses, Reiki healing. Like there's so many things now that I feel like, and that's what I love about educating ourselves and growing as human beings, because there's so many things that you can do to protect yourself. In other episodes, I believe we were talking about, you were saying when you're around people, right away you have your prayer, right?
Oh, yes.
That kind of shields you. Same with me. Like I'm able to now get into like that meditation where I turn that shit on and I'm sealed. It's like a protection of light around me, my family, whoever I'm around. And it's like a shield. So nothing can go in. Nothing. And now you're not absorbing anymore. You're not taking that shit home. So there is ways, guys, to protect yourself. The thing is, the first step is kind of realizing, right? Who's draining me?
Yeah,
recognizing who these people are, noticing the habits of this person, and then being like, hey, I don't want to be going through this shit anymore.
Trusting your intuition
and
what
everything
feel deep down inside you.
Yes.
Everybody knows, everybody feels it.
Who's not good for you?
You know.
You just see that gut feeling is right.
100%. Trust your gut, because like you said, 99.9% is right on, dead on.
And you know what's funny? Years ago, I think Eli had some sort of intuition. I think so did you, amigo. And about a particular situation. I think you remember, amiga. And they were kind of shutting down, like they didn't want to be involved anymore.
Yeah.
It was us, we felt bad.
Yeah.
So
because of the loyalty or whatever,
yes, But I think you two felt it before. Well, I think we felt it too.
Yeah, because they were shut out already. Like they were mentally clocked out already.
Both of you, I think.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think you're to the point that Eli's more of, I'm gonna cut your cold turkey. That's it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm more like, I'm out this bitch.
Just do it.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. 100%.
And I remember episodes where it would be kind of, you guys were already kind of like falling asleep, like you say, you would fall asleep, and it was more. And this one would quiet. This one quiets down and shuts down. She doesn't talk.
Yeah.
So I think it was us that we were kind of still
trying to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, because again, like I said, a lot of times we stay way too long or allow these people to be in your lives way too long. You know, so that is the thing with energy vampires. So, you know, like again, energy vampires are people that are alive that freaking drain
In the flesh.
in the flesh.
How I like
You
them.
can see them, you can
Now-
spot them from a mile away.
Now
Keep
there-
them at 2 arms
Two
distance,
arms
length.
2 arms length.
Now
Don't
there
allow them in your
is
circle.
other things that could happen in the future where they realize what they've done, they've grown themselves, and then maybe they come around again as that growth in them, you know, came about.
But you'll recognize
And realize,
the truth.
yeah, you'll you know, and sometimes their vibe might vibe with you again, and sometimes it might
It
not.
won't.
They'll go in a different route, even though they made the changes and the growth. You know, hey, good for them. They did what they had to do. They're doing their thing. You know, sometimes they might come back to you. Sometimes they might not. You just never know.
I just feel because I've tried
no,
it
because
like
I'm
again.
saying it in terms of family, because some family,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you still have them nearby. You still,
In family, yeah, I
they
could
recognize,
see that.
you know,
The
where
mistake
they,
that went wrong.
and then they
absolutely.
make the changes and they start to be more like, you know,
I've experienced that
yeah.
personally. So
Yeah.
And sometimes they might even ask you, hey, you know, I see the change in you. What are
Yes.
you doing? Because I want to do the same thing. You know,
Absolutely.
I want to.
mhm.
Can you mentor me? Can you tell me? Can you
help me?
guide me?
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
even in when people come into church,
Yes.
you know, Christian churches, Catholic churches, they're done with whatever they've been going through, and they go there and they say, "Hey, I want to change. I want to make these
They
changes.
repent.
Help me.
So,
I need help. I need guidance."
Yeah, and like you said,
You know?
it has to be a genuine repentance, because if not, the true colors will come out.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
It's a
Matter of
time
a
before-
year or two,
Oh,
they will
yeah.
come
you,
right
you
back
can
up.
only water it for
Of
so
course.
long before, you know, it's like, oh, here's the true colors again.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
you know, I've had people that have apologized to my face in
Mhm.
tears, and months later
Did the same
did the
shit.
same pattern.
Yeah.
So obviously they were
That
copying out.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people ain't getting
And
it.
I read a quote that I think I shared with you guys in the past that said, you know, I help people that did me very wrong.
Mhm.
I hope you eat very well,
Mhm.
and I wish you the best, but you won't sit at my table.
Yeah.
That's my
me too.
my boundary. You won't sit at my
Because of
table.
the too many bridges they burned.
Yeah.
And I do wish
One
them well.
time, you know,
Yeah.
one time, okay.
You can forgive.
Yeah, because obviously I believe in second chances.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But when it's a pattern, you know, it's you have to cut that damn cord. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, because I feel like the same. I'm the same way. One fuck up, you know. Okay, again, if they apologize, they take
Mhm.
accountability for what they did. Okay, we can move past this. But otra vez, nah.
Mhm.
What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because you already know it's fucking coming again. You know, so it's like why keep playing the same movie with this person? You know, like it's time
Like
to
in
move
my
it
cambio,
on.
there won't be no change. It's
No.
just a
And the
matter
funny
of
thing
time.
is, once you make those changes with these people, you'll notice that your life goes a lot better.
Oh my god,
Right?
360.
Yeah.
well, I always tell her it's like the crabs in a bucket,
Mhm.
where, you know, one crab's trying to
Oh,
get out and
yes.
they pull you down.
Yeah.
They're
And
trying to
another-
all get to the
It
top.
just, nobody wants you to get out of that
Mhm.
bucket.
Mhm.
Everybody wants you to be
Keep
at
you
the same
low.
level.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to do this.
Right.
And they want to hold you. And that's kind of going back to where we talk about not being the same person. You know, you think you know me. No, I made changes. You know, get to know this other person. Get to know this new person. Maybe you can vibe with me.
Mhm.
Maybe not. You just never know. It's just family. Like for me, it's family. Sometimes they vibe, sometimes they don't. You know, it's just
Yeah.
you just can't hold on. You gotta let go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The now moving on to the
Dark entities.
yes,
What did I say? Dark.
Dark entities.
the scary part.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
There's
dark.
stuff that we can't see.
Yes,
No.
the dark
That's the scary
entities.
one.
So that's the biggest difference. Like again, like we said, energy vampires are people. You know, they hate on you. Basically, they're hating on you. They don't want you to have it, and they feed off of you. They drain your energy, right?
Mhm.
Dark entities now are on the spiritual realm. So these are not human things.
Mhm.
These are spiritual things,
Scarier
energetic
things.
things, yeah. And these are entities that are non-physical energies that attach to your field, your energetic field.
Wow.
So these are the scary ones, you guys, because I like to always, this is the analogy I was giving my daughters the other day. When you're a person of light, meaning you're a chosen one, you're brought here for a reason, right? Purpose, to heal people, to uplift people, whatever it is, right? You're a bright light. These energy vampires or dark entities that are roaming around us, they're in the darkness, right? So here comes, for example, here comes me, right? And I have this huge bright light. All the darkness is going to see that bright light, and they're all going to want a piece of it,
Like
right?
flies to the light.
Like flies to the light. They're all going to want a piece of it, and they're going to tear at you and rip you apart. If you're not strong enough, they're going to take over you. They're going to take over you. So these are the dark entities. Now, how do you come across these dark entities, you guys? Do you guys know how you can have a dark entity attach itself to you?
I would say, for me, I would say they'll attach to people, and those people will attach. Those entities are come to you. Places you go. Again, people you invite to your home. For me, I think they're already attached to something or to a person, and then from there they'll just
or even to items.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
yes.
like
things
furniture or
yes.
you know.
But I don't think they're just wandering around.
No. They have to have some kind
That's
of
me.
camouflage.
Okay. And you, Lily?
I kind of think the same thing. What was your question? Sorry, I forgot.
How does one of these dark entities attach to you?
To me?
Yeah, like in general, like how do you think people get dark entities on them?
I think kind of what Eli says is who you surround with, where you go, what you see.
Okay.
Those could it's two spiritual worlds in all reality. The Bible talks about it too. It's two spiritual worlds. It's just like there's a God, there's a devil. Right? Just like there's good, there's evil.
Yeah.
So those, if like you say, if you're a person of light, you can attract light, right?
Yeah.
Because you're feeding yourself positive things to be able to give positive things.
Yeah.
But if you're around or you see the darkness, that's what you're gonna attract. That's what's gonna try to stick to you, right? Depends on what you watch, what you see, who you hang around with.
Yeah.
So that's something that I
I don't want them. So
there's also fear. Your fear.
Well, fear feeds it once it's attached to you. So there's only two ways a dark entity can attach itself to you. Well, actually, I would say 3 ways, but it falls into 2 ways. Okay. So the first way a dark entity can attach itself to you is 1, by you inviting it in, meaning you're messing with demonic shit, right? You're doing witchcraft, you're playing with the Ouija board, you're inviting that entity into your source. But the other flip side to that is someone can send it to you too, with maldiciones, with hexes, with spells. So not necessarily you're inviting it, you're paying it, but it's being sent to you to attach to you like a parasite and bring you down. The other one, which is fucking, sometimes I say it sucks because you don't want that thing around you, is if you're being a light and you're an empath, you will naturally attract it.
Yes.
So for me, that's me. I'm an empath, right? So I could just be walking in the woods, and if there's a dark entity roaming in the woods, it can attach itself to me. If I go with the client and the client has a dark entity on it, it sees my light and wants to attach itself to me. So empaths are one of the beings that, attract a lot of that stuff. And it's not that we're inviting it in. It's just that because we are so bright light, it wants to rip us apart, But yeah, there is ways to have an entity attach itself to you. And then once it attaches itself to you, it's going to start to break you down little by little. So it's like it's a parasite. It starts to feed on you, right? So like Isaias was saying, it might start with a lot of fear, a lot of sadness. Maybe you're feeling like out of body, like you don't feel like yourself. You feel in a funk.
And it's not menopause.
It's not menopause. You feel depressed. You feel angry. Maybe you're getting your thoughts are starting to get intrusive.
Yes.
And that's how I've talked about that in season 1. Once you start to have intrusive thoughts, it's because you have a dark entity attached to itself. So it's not an energy vampire, it's a dark entity that's attached to you. The other thing, the other way it manifests itself, you guys, is in physical form, meaning making you sick. It can make you really sick, to where it brings illnesses to you. You lose drastic weight, or you gain drastic weight. There's been women that start losing their hair like crazy. Like you go from having a full head of hair to like you have no hair.
Isaías, we have a
Pinche les hicieron una maldición.
we lost our hair.
Yeah, we lost all our
At a
hair.
very
We got
young
something wrong.
age.
At a very young age.
Somebody
Yes.
voodoo us.
Yeah, no shit.
They casted a spell on you
Yeah.
guys.
What the hell, man? What
Yeah.
did I ever do to you?
So that
I just wanted to have hair.
oh my gosh. So that is one of the ways that we're saying. So sadness, fear, intrusive thoughts, nightmares, you guys. Like you're having nightmares, same nightmare. I've heard from a lot of clients that have maldiciones on them where they're always dreaming of a snake, like a black snake in their dream.
I had that dream years ago when a lot of things happened. And I remember that
I remember you.
yeah. And it was a black snake trying to bite me.
Oh yeah.
And in that dream, it me aventó la mordida. It went to bite me, and then I remember that I grabbed it by the neck and I ripped it apart.
You said, "Nah, bitch,
I said,
can't
I
with
don't
me."
think so.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago.
No
so.
problem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're on that timeline.
After that, I stopped dreaming snakes. But I
About that.
did.
The other thing too is understanding your dreams.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you know, 'cause
dream
they do have,
interpretation is like
they
symbolic.
have messages.
It's symbolic. It
Yeah.
has huge meanings.
See,
behind
honey, I had
dreams.
that dream that I went shopping with my mom and I bought that nice coat and
Yeah.
and I did. So about 5
And
years
what did
ago.
Ellie tell you?
Go
back to your dream.
He said you better stop buying things.
Go
back to your dream and
Sorry,
find a
I was
cheaper
gonna
one.
say it real quick. Sorry, I said it, but it was a dream. We were in a mall. My mom used to love shopping.
And this is after or before you passed?
They had passed.
Okay. So they
Both
already
of
have
them.
that.
They already had
Mhm.
passed. Yes. So my mom had a shopping problem. Okay, just like me. Her closet.
Had.
Had not anymore.
No, her closet collapsed a few times. I had to go fix it a few times because of how much she would buy. She loved coats. So now you know where I get it from. Coats. Coats were her thing. So in this dream of mine, she shows me a coat. We're in this beautiful store. I don't know where it is. And this coat, it's a beautiful royal blue because she loved blue.
Let's say Beverly Hills.
Oh yes, yeah, by the hill, by
Rodeo-
the what is it?
Rodeo
Yeah,
Drive.
Rodeo Drive next to the Ritz Carlton, right there, where I want to stay. So, in that dream, they never speak. They just smile and look at me. So it was a beautiful coat. Even have like what's it called, like a pin, a nice pin.
A
It
brooch?
had like a brooch. Yes, a
Yeah.
brooch. And in my dream, this was 5 years ago. I was like, oh my god, I bought it, right? And a couple days ago, I was at the store.
Well, in your dream.
In my dream, I bought it. Yeah.
5
So-
years ago.
5 years ago, I was at the store and I see
This was
that
what? A couple days ago?
couple days ago, and I see a blue coat with a brooch.
Wow.
What?
It manifested
Or was it
into
the same?
real life.
The same one?
Similar.
Very similar, because the one that in my dream it had fur on the neck area. This one,
But
didn't.
right away, like your intuition
Yes,
told you, "Oh my
I
god, this is the
started
what
crying
I
at the
dreamt."
store like a
Yeah.
dummy because I remember that dream,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I remember said, I don't care how much it is, I'm gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky for Eli, it wasn't my size.
Oh, se salvó.
Se salvo, because it was a very nice.
Wow. And those are your messages.
Hey, but
from
you
your
got to
loved
see
ones.
it. You got to
yeah.
see it.
Yes, that's what I.
And
got
it was
later.
a
Yeah.
validation, you know, from your dreams, how they manifest
Yeah.
into your reality, into your real
Yes.
life. So that's a beautiful thing to be able to see the symbols, you know, from our past loved ones, because they're always communicating
And there's always
constantly.
signs.
Yeah, there's
I
always
believe in that.
signs
I do.
in that. So yeah, that's what topic were we on though?
No, you were saying about dark entities, and
Dark
I
entities.
said I started to say about your dreams too. They have messages.
Oh yeah, to interpret.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so
How
I
to
was
interpret
that one
dreams.
of the biggest things that I've taken from people that I've been around that have had curses or maldiciones on them is eso que sueñan mucho a black snake
Yeah.
or multiple snakes, you know. And I think that's one of the key things when you're dreaming shit like that. It's apparent someone's trying to, you know, take
Yes.
over you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not just because I'm always the one that's
Sensitive.
downing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never had those type of dreams.
Wow.
It's crazy. I never experienced anything crazy like that. Now, obviously, I've seen, these energy vampires, but I never had any type of dreams and never had any type of, chills or when I see it, nothing like that. So maybe that's why I'm more a scientific type of guy, because maybe
You've never experienced it.
You've never experienced.
Now I have dreams, so obviously, scary dreams and stuff like that, but nothing with snakes, nothing with like
message,
weird
like symbolic.
But
you're
do you
like,
guys get like an intuition sometimes, like at 3 a.m, where you have
Oh, yeah.
something's at your stomach?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, in my stomach when I have to go to the bathroom.
Ah,
Does that-
I'm
does
being
that count or no?
serious.
que ahora
No.
salía el
Yeah.
cerote de la noche anterior.
Yeah, it
I get-
counts. It
then I
counts
get
because it's at 3 in the
intuitions.
morning.
I get intuitions all the time.
All the
It's like
time.
No,
somebody's pushing on your stomach.
See,
No, but I'm serious. You get them over there?
I do. I wake up a lot. Remember I was telling you guys in other
Yeah.
episodes, I'm always awake around 3 in the morning. But that's like when the veil is the lowest. So that's when it's the easiest for your spirits or your past loved ones to
because
like
you're asleep, right?
it's not, well, yes, you're asleep, but at the same time that's like the hour where the energy is like the field drops down and it doesn't take as much energy for them to come through and give you messages. So it's harder for them to do it during the day or even at night, but at that time for some reason it's just easier
So in
for them
other
to
words,
enter
you're
the
more
field.
vulnerable
Yeah.
while you're sleeping.
Yeah. And a lot of times, you'll wake up. You know, it's like they wake you up at that time, to give you a message or a feeling or a thought, whatever it is. You
And
know.
it's funny because before we started the second season, I woke up around that time
Yeah.
and I just saw like the room, this,
A vision of it.
a vision of it. I don't know what that meant. I didn't know. But I don't know if you probably told me that I was praying. I pray for everybody. I pray for your
for
family,
protection.
even for your pets, for my family. Because I'm like, that's weird. Like, why would I even
Yeah.
see the backdrop?
or
of
maybe,
it?
or maybe it was a good dream.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but
Of something of
I
what's
did
coming.
both,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I pray for protection. I
course.
said, open the floodgates of heaven
Yeah.
and let this be
Because that's
success.
another thing too. I think you kind of misinterpret things that happen to you, like dreams, or maybe you may think, okay, this is something bad or is this something good?
But just in case.
How do you
Yeah.
interpret it?
For me, it's the feeling that's left behind. You know, like when I have certain dreams, it's what do I feel? You know, like because a lot of times, because I'm a dreamer, guys. Like I freaking dream every single day, and he knows my dreams are fucking crazy. And
They
a lot
feel
of
real, huh?
they're real, and for the most part, they're heavy. Almost every day, it's heavy,
Really?
like heaviness, like meaning crazy things happen with people, messages, shows me the true colors of what people are up to, like shit like that. And it's rare when I have a nice dream. Like it's rare when I have a fun dream of me going
somewhere. Bad about us right now. I'm just kidding.
No. not yet.
No,
I haven't had
no,
not one
no,
bad
no,
dream of you
no,
guys
no.
yet.
Let me ask you this though, because I know you work a lot, right?
Yeah.
And so obviously when you go to bed, you're super tired. Do you think that the dreams you have is because you're super tired, or have you had them when you're not,
Well, the thing is, even though I work a lot and I'm very active all freaking day long, I can never shut my mind off. So I have to force myself to sleep because I've always suffered from insomnia. Like my mind is active.
It's running.
It's running all the time. So I don't think it's necessarily because I'm tired or anything. It's just my mind is very opened up in dreamland. Like that's where there's people who are psychics, right, who can see things in waking life. Like right now, they can read you. I feel like my gift is in the dreams. I get a lot of my messages and signs and symbols in dreams. That's how my ancestors communicate with me, in dreams. And since a little girl, I've been like that since a little girl. Yeah.
Because even if you look up a dream, you dream a snake, but they'd always ask, well, how did you dream of this thing?
right?
Because just because you dream of a
Yeah,
snake,
it doesn't. Yeah.
it's just
Doesn't mean
how.
it's bad.
Yeah, the message is it's all dependent on how.
The symbols that
Yeah.
are there.
No, but
All the
this
symbols.
was trying to
And
fight
what type of snake?
Yeah.
If it's a
Oh,
garden
the-
snake.
Yeah.
that was
No, this
nice.
was
But if it's like
Not
a
the
big
black-
ass fucking
it was a
black
black
snake
snake.
and it's trying to kill you,
It was
then
like-
it gives you
Yeah.
it
It's
gives
trying to
you a
wrap
fucking
themselves around your
sign
neck.
that this shit is trying to
What's
take
going
over
on?
you. Yeah, so that's the thing with entities, you guys. Like, either because you were messing with the Ouija board and now something attached itself to you, or somebody cursed you and now something attached itself to you.
And that's, for me, I rarely have dreams. What I dream about, maybe sometimes car crashes. Well, maybe that's an issue, right? Or falling airplanes or something like that.
Yeah.
But for me, I always wake up and it's something that maybe I was watching a movie
Yeah.
before I went to bed, and that stayed in my head. But I never see anything negative if I have a bad dream.
Because it's Mr. Scientific.
I think it'll slowly change as he opens up his perceptive to things. I think slowly it will change.
Well, the way I think is, the mind has yet to be 100% discovered, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have things in your head that no scientist has figured out yet. So who's to say that, your mind goes
But we also
million
have
different ways.
We also have our body is such a beautiful thing that it helps us block things to protect it.
To protect.
So sometimes it's not that you don't want to believe, it's that in your mind you wish it's not allowing you to open up that next door. It tells you, no, don't open this door because you don't really need to.
It could be. It could be.
I mean?
And that's why it probably keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really experienced anything.
No.
And I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
So maybe that's,
And then
it's a protection. It's
because you want to keep it that way. That's what I'm saying. Because in your mind, you've already decided you want to keep it that way.
Right. But when I, for example, hear something or see something, I don't jump at the notion that, oh my God, that's a spirit. No. I start logically trying, because there's been noises in the house, right? That can freak you out. But then I find that.
Wait, what we now?
Well, everywhere. But then I find out, oh, it's one of the cats.
Yeah.
It's this.
Or you
this
tell
happened,
yourself it's one of the cats.
No, well, I go investigate.
Yeah.
And when I see the cat running this way and something on the floor, then I say, okay, it was the cat that was messing around.
Mm-hmm.
But if I start saying, oh my God, what's that noise? I start putting in my head, oh my God, it could be an entity, it could be this, could be that. Then
you're gonna open
freak
that
myself
door.
out.
You're gonna open the door.
But
Like,
I'll freak myself out.
In your mind, you're gonna open the door.
But for nothing.
Uh-huh.
You know
Yeah. The other thing I was gonna say too is, the people that don't experience things or have it shut off too is because you haven't, like you were saying, the mind isn't discovered, right? Most of us only use about 10% of our brain, especially now with technology and everything.
Me, probably free.
Probably even less. I was gonna say, because now we don't really require to think. And think about it, most human beings don't even read books. They don't challenge themselves, right? They don't meditate. They don't quiet the mind. We distract ourselves daily with noise and stimulation. So if you're not practicing your mind and you're not opening up those connections in your brain, then you're never gonna get stronger or more powerful or see things or feel things. So another thing too that you can, that there is to help, there's so many, for example, which I do want to talk about in other episodes because now I'm ready to talk about it. Mushroom ceremonies. There's medicine. There's ayahuasca. There's so many medicines that can open up connections of your brains that have been permanently blocked, even in past lifetimes. And you're able to open up your pituitary gland, is it?
Yeah.
And see things. So your pituitary gland, which is your third eye, right? Most of us have it closed, so we don't see things. Like animals have it open, right? So like cats, they see things all the time, right? So when you are under,
it's not closed, it's calcified.
When you're
in a way where what we eat, what we do every day,
what we put in our minds,
it's just calcified to where.
But it can be opened.
Yeah, you can.
Everyone can open it. But what I wanted to say really quick is, I myself have done, mushroom ceremonies for healing purposes to strengthen my spirituality and to strengthen myself as an empathic being. And I've been able to see some shit, like crazy shit that I do want to talk to you guys about that because it's been life-changing for me. Beautiful experiences,
And those go back to the Native Americans.
Oh yeah,
way
it's medicine. That's what I always tell people. Like people are like, oh, it's a drug. It's not a drug. It's a medicine. It's sacred. It comes from our ancestors to help us see things and feel things and heal yourself. You can heal yourself from so many things with that medicine. But being on that, I've been able to see things, and there's entities around us all the time. I've seen them. There's shadow beings all around us all the time. Right now, there's things around us all the time that because we don't have that third eye open, we can't see it. But there's things around us all the time. And I think when you get to that point where if you guys ever experience anything like that, it's fucking like life-changing, to be able to get yourself out of your body and see yourself on a spiritual level that we're all exist the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're no different than a tree, than a bird, than an animal on that spiritual level. I always say we're all spiritual beings living a human experience. Like this what we're doing right now. We're all connected.
We're all connected
to Earth,
in some way.
to the universe, to God, to everything. So yeah, you
Plus-
can practice it.
Plus,
too.
the medicine will call you. Like, you can't force it. You know, the medicine will call you whenever you feel like you're ready to do something.
Yeah, that's another thing that can be
it's gonna
pressured
happen.
into.
Not only is it going to call you, but you're going to look for it. It's going to be a kind of a meeting type of, you know, the medicine's calling you and you're looking for it. And whenever the time is right, you guys will meet too.
Yeah, so to recap on the dark entities, so like we were talking about, they can attach to you, you can invite them in, or somebody can put a maldición on you, you know, and it will manifest into where your life fucking flips upside down.
Our maldiciones are real, man.
Oh yeah.
Maldiciones are real, you guys.
And you know what? It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing. It can just be a vocal. Vocal. Just somebody vocalizing and
texting you, you know, like, oh, I wish she never had this, or like, why does she have this?
Yeah,
just
words
by
are
anyone.
Freaking powerful. Your mouth is very powerful.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, I look for the scientific and everything, but I do believe in that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
I know there's evil in this world. I know there's good in this world. So evil has to come and go somewhere, you know. So I believe in all that stuff. I just decide not to
invite it.
Yeah, get into it too much. Like, for example, why watch a demonic movie at your house?
Yeah.
There's no point, right? Because something's gonna.
You feel like you're gonna invite it in.
Yeah, and I've experienced, like, last season, I told you about the candles that turned on and all that stuff. So I've experienced those. So that tells me, you know what? This is not the thing to watch at your house.
Yeah.
Look, like you said, if we were to see it with our third eye, or whoever anybody out there wants to call it, there is two spiritual worlds.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they're in battle right now.
Yeah. It's warfare right now.
It's a spiritual warfare right now. I learned that many, many years ago, in church, obviously, you know, porque it's true. It exists. There is two spiritual worlds, and they're fighting. Like I said, just like there's a God, just like there's Christian, Catholic, Pentecostal, whatever churches, there's satanic churches too.
Yeah.
So there are two worlds that are fighting, and like you said, your words have power. That's what it says. Your words, or what you say, has the power to destroy or to uplift. Even in your children.
Yes. Specifically, like that's primarily in your children. You know what I mean?
So we are aware there's people out there. We are aware that there's people
out there
wish you evil.
Yeah.
And all we could do is pray and protect ourselves, because that's, at the end of the day, that's where the protection comes from.
Yeah.
Right? For me, what sticks to me, it's kind of, I go back to, I don't know if you guys remember, or if you guys seen the movie of Moses.
No, I haven't seen it.
When, you know, Moses asking Pharaoh to let his people go, and he says no, right? So what did God say? I'm going to send you 7 plagues. Plagues, did he say? Plagues. He said the plagues. And what did God say? It's going to come in different stages. But that was for him, for the king, to let the people go, right? God said, how I'm going to identify your house is by sacrificing a lamb and putting the lamb's blood on the door.
That's so that he doesn't get it.
To shield.
Yeah, to shield
so
him.
When the angel of death passes by, right, it's going to skip your house because you're covered with that blood.
Yeah, you're protected.
You're protected. So I think, you know, just like you were saying, I can't pronounce it. The topic right now.
Demonic entities?
Entities, yes, they are real. Entities. And they could even transmit them to you in so many different ways. You don't have to be close.
No, just from afar. From afar. And that's the thing, you guys. It's that una cosa is, like he was saying, una cosa is someone hexing you with your words, right? Or a spell with words. The other thing that, to me, till this day, I tell them, like, it doesn't fit in my mind, is how someone can go pay someone to intentionally do a job on someone.
Invest that energy.
Invest all this time, energy, and money to maliciously hurt someone. You know, hacer una maldición to that extent, a job.
I would kind of see it, okay? I would understand if it's, for example, a husband or a wife cheated on them.
Oh, like let me get back
had
at
another
them.
family. You
You
know what I'm
better
saying?
never cheat, girl.
No, but
Yeah. You would rationalize
I
that.
would
Like that would make
rationalize
sense
it.
in your mind.
But when they do it just because of envy and
That's
jealousy,
Just in spite.
that's
spite.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jealousy is a horrible thing to have.
Jealousy is the biggest sin, you know, because so many people are so envious of what other people have. But that's what we always talk about. They're like, one thing is, you know, like, oh, you see someone and you say something about them, but to intentionally go and harm someone, like, what kind of person are you? Like, you know what I mean?
And
like,
just because you do not have what they have,
yes,
either
like,
be
just
it, you know, wife,
Whatever.
husband, money, whatever the case.
whatever the case is, like, you know, like, it just blows my mind, because to me it's like, it says so much about that person, so much, you know, that they have to intentionally,
So they'd rather focus on you than their own family.
instead of freaking healing themselves.
Yeah, but you know what? I wonder, what price do you have to pay?
Oh,
At what cost?
very high cost. That's the other thing, you know, people that dabble in all of that, like, they might feel superior in that moment because, you know, they think it's working or things are happening, but you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it, you know? And if you're not gonna pay for it, your kids are gonna pay for it, your generation's gonna pay for it, the next generation. But it's like you're gonna pay, you're gonna pay, because you're exchanging your soul, you know, for something dark, to harm someone. And that goes against everything, against God, against religion, against everything, to intentionally harm someone.
Because any of us could say we have a good heart. Any of us could say that at the end of the day. But do you really?
Your actions, you know, it's your actions that show it, if you really have a good heart or not. So, you know, I've heard of a lot of cases, you know, people that have had, you know, maldiciones put on them, and it always comes from family or friendships. You know, that's the people that are the closest to you that want to hurt you the most. And you'd be amazed how many mothers do it to their own children.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
that's a big one. Mothers doing it to their own kids because they don't want to see them with that significant other, or, you know, they don't like the girl or they don't like the guy, you know, or ex friendships, you know, because you've moved on or because you're living the life that they don't want you to live. It's like,
but it's like
insane.
Your life is falling apart. If everybody sees it, I'm sure you could see it.
Yeah.
And you're still with the same
Well, for
shit.
them, the priority is attacking the other person versus, you know,
fixing their
focusing on
fucking
themselves.
life.
Yeah.
So then,
There's people out there like that.
no,
obviously.
I know. So your family doesn't matter to you?
No, they don't have their family as priority. They prioritize the
Because it
focus
becomes
on,
an obsession. It becomes
Yeah,
an
I think that's
obsession,
what it
and
is.
it's like, it's not until I see them fall. I want to see them fall.
until
I don't want to
you-
hear that
Yeah.
from somebody else that, oh, something's going bad, something's happening to them. I
Until
don't want to
they're
hear it
satisfied.
until
Yeah.
it satisfies
I know.
whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish at the moment.
And there's people like that, you guys, out there.
It's real.
It's
guys.
real.
It's out
We
there.
know of it. We've seen it with our own eyes. And like we say, that evil is real. And if you're someone that's going through something like that, you guys, if you're feeling not like yourself, if you're feeling, you know, that just one thing after another is going bad for you, you know, like
Seek help.
seek help. You know, there's the signs are there, you guys.
Before
Like,
it gets worse.
yeah, like we said, it's not just a bad luck thing. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, que
no,
hoy te
yes.
sientes mal,
No.
or que, you know, your car got messed up. Like, I'm talking about, like, the signs are gonna be there. Like, you're gonna lose a job, you're gonna go through financial hardships,
Help.
your health, you're getting sick, you know, like, you don't know what's going on with you. Things are happening to your own family, your kids, whatever. Like, the signs are gonna be there. Like, if you just sit and think, like, you're gonna see it. And that's when you do need to get help, you guys. There is people out there that can help you with something like that, you know, that are not gonna take advantage, and that they're gonna really help you control what's going on, and cleanse you. You know, that's where it comes in. Like, you know, the healers, the curanderos, church, God,
Yes.
you know, like, there's so many things that there is sources out there to help yourself. Like, you don't have to say like that, because I've personally seen it, and I've said this before in other episodes. I've personally seen it in my own family, in my own maternal bloodline, how from brujerias it has manifested into possessions.
So brujeria,
Witchcraft has manifested into possessions, because, you know, it's an entity sent to you. And, you know, people have lost their lives to it. and because it's too late.
Right.
Because you didn't seek the help. And then I have a few family members that's they seeked help and they're okay now.
Yeah.
Like it's just a distant memory now, like an episode of what they went through. But yeah. And two, if you're going through things like that, guys, I have to say this because I see this is what people do when they're going through shit like this. A lot of times, if you're already going through something like this, or you have a feeling somebody's doing something to you, you try to disassociate yourself or distract yourself with alcohol, with partying, with drugs, with sex, to block it. So you don't think it. That's the worst thing you guys can do. You're lowering your vibration by doing that. You're allowing it to sink its teeth into you even more. So the thing you have to do is get your strength, one way or another, whether it's church, God, a healer. Like I said, it's like you have to fight back. You cannot let yourself, we are strong. No one can harm you unless you're allowing them to harm you. So, you have to fight back. You can't let these people.
And this is not to scare you guys.
No.
This is just to educate you because it's real and it's out there. We're talking about, it's October, the month of Halloween, stuff like that, but it is a real thing.
Yeah, this ain't a movie. This ain't a show. This is real life things. Like I said, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen this shit, and it's real. It's real, And I feel like it's so taboo. A lot of people don't talk about stuff like this.
It is taboo.
You hear other movies, other shows, everything. It's always about just paranormal investigations or spooky stories or this happened, but they don't speak about maldiciones, curses, hexes. All of this stuff, energy vampires. It's taboo conversations, and that they're out there.
A lot of people talk about it coming from Mexico, but Mexico is here. It's real. It's like people from Mexico are here, and people know about this. It's like, I mean,
because in Mexico it's accepted. It's like, oh yeah, brujería.
It's common.
No es que le hicieron brujería. It's like. That shit's here, but here I don't know why here it's taboo. It's like no way someone can do that to you.
I think it's because way back, when the English came and settled in America, they brought their Christianity over.
Yes.
They shut everything down.
They shut it down.
So by saying, it's just like with Salem. If they suspected a person that they thought
had any powers,
had powers or had some
intuition,
sort of
healing.
You and I would have been killed back in
Oh hell yeah! Just my dreams alone would have taken me out.
Was some sort of witch or whatever. Even if they thought about it, they would kill this person because, again, for a lot of Christians, it's totally a taboo. You don't talk about it. Why? Because we just think that it's the devil doing all the bad things.
And it's not the devil, it's the people, guys.
One time.
So
people out there.
That's why here it's such something
taboo.
that's so
Yeah.
weird.
Well, it's like I'm telling you, one day that I went to the spiritual retreat, right? I had to talk to the pastor because I was like, oh my God, because I would get a lot of gut feelings, intuitions. And sometimes I would be like, no, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want it to be real. And it would happen. So I started vocalizing it. And he knows that. When I le digo, Eliseo, I have a feeling, I have a very good feeling, this is going on. And guess what?
It would happen.
It happened. Even now, my boss, I tell her, I have a feeling about this. And guess what? It happens. I don't know if she watches me or not, but she could probably say, because now she'll ask me, what's your feeling on it, Lily?
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, well.
Your intuition.
My intuition.
Because it's telling
and
you
at some
something.
point when I talked to this pastor, I said, I thought I was possessed. I really did.
Yeah.
And I said, because sometimes I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to feel nothing. I don't even want to wake up. I don't want to know. And she told me, she goes, you have a very,
Es un don.
eso dijo.
Un don.
How do you say don?
It's a gift. It's a gift, yeah.
Dijo, your gift could be para maldecir, which is to curse,
Yeah.
or to uplift, o para levantar.
Right.
Tú tienes un don muy fuerte. And that kind of brought me peace because I was scared for a long time. I would just me quedaba callada.
And that's the thing too, that's why, like I said, I grew up Catholic, and I still feel like in Catholic it's more accepted than in Christian religion. What I can say about the maldiciones, witchcraft, spirits, and all of that. But that's the one thing I don't like is when religion makes something become a fear. You know what I mean? Like having you feel like you're possessed.
That's what I
You know,
thought,
when
you
it's
know?
when it's
Yeah.
a gift. We're all gifted individuals. Like we all have different gifts. And the beautiful thing is to find someone to tell you, hey, it's okay.
Yes.
This is normal. You're
Yes.
gifted.
And I think you're the only person that's ever told me that.
You're an empath. Like, let's work on this. Let's strengthen this.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's the beautiful thing, and that's my mission with. I know we fuck around a lot on the podcast and stuff like that, but you know, eventually, like, I want to talk more because there's so much that I know and I've experienced and I've learned that people don't know. You know, because I kind of keep that private. But there's so many newer generations coming up that I would love to teach. You know, because I always tell them, like, you guys, I'm gonna be almost 4 years old next year, and it's like if I would have fucking I was like, if I would have found almost 40 next year, almost. But I tell them, if I would have found someone when I was young
that helped you,
like where I'm at right now, oh my god,
would have been a different ballgame.
Dude, the person I would have been today. You know what I mean? Because everything that I was just having this conversation with him earlier when we were eating, and I was telling him, everything that I am today, it's self-taught. I've taught myself. I've experienced. I've been down on the floor, gotten myself back up, and you know, like, healed myself. And with the entities and everything, I had no one to tell me it's this or protect yourself this way. Like, you guys, I had to fucking teach myself how to get rid of shit like this. You know, versus like him, now I give him advice. Family advice, my sister's advice, my kids' advice, and it's like I didn't have anyone to do that for me.
Even like when I told you what my gut feeling was, I have that intuition. You know, I've never told anybody. I think you're the only one that knew. My mom knew. My mom knew,
because a lot of people can't handle stuff like that.
And I think outside of the family or whoever, I think you're the only one that knows. And now a lot of families, if they watch, now they're gonna know. Now that
all our 109 subscribers know.
I'm the public.
Now you guys know, but I think you were probably the second person I ever told aside from my mom.
Yeah, and I think when I hear things like that, I'm like, it's fucking cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to find different people that have those abilities and those powers, because ever since I always tell them, like, ever since I was a kid, I always felt like I didn't fit. You know, like, I would always you know, I'm very sociable and you know, like, I get along with everybody, so I was always like that person invited to everything, and because I would get along with everybody, but I never felt like connected because I had no one to speak about all the crazy shit that goes on in my mind, you know, and I love to talk about stuff like this. So when you can find, you know, that peace and those people that are safe to speak about things like that, I'm like, that's beautiful, because then you can really be yourself.
Yes.
You know, like, you can surround yourself, and you're gonna have friendships for everything. You know, I always say, like, you're gonna have your friendships to party with, your friendships to travel with, your friendships of spirituality or religion, you know, but it's nice when you can be yourself with the same people about everything, you know, not have to kind of hide. Okay, I can't talk to them about this because they're gonna judge me. Exactly. You know? Yes. So yeah, you guys, where are we at? Did we cover everything we needed to cover, or we still needed more stuff?
I believe so.
We covered everything. So we did cover, right? If you have a maldición or anything like that, you know, there is things out there, you guys, to help you. And yeah, like, don't feel like you're stuck here forever. Like, there is people that can help you. And if anyone out there is going through anything like that, I actually have really good sources that I personally know of that can help. So if you're one of those persons, reach out to me, because I can definitely send you. And I've sent people, you know, those that know me know that, you know, I've sent people to that way, you know, where you can heal yourself and protect yourself. And is there anything you want to say?
So where can they, if they do want to reach out to you, where can they, how can they reach
at the email?
You guys can you guys can email me at between4migos@gmail.com, or you guys can even send me a DM on our Instagram. Me and Eli are the ones that run that account, so most of the time it's me answering the messages, you guys. So if you guys didn't know, when you guys message us, most of the time it's me answering those messages. So yeah, you can even DM us at Between4migos if you follow us on our Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to share any of your stories, you guys, we do have another episode right for Halloween, right?
Right.
We're gonna be doing our spooky stories.
Exactly. And we're gonna be in costume.
Yeah, we're gonna be in costume, so we do want to get into like all the crazy stories that day. So if you are someone that has experienced an energy vampire or a dark entity that's attached to you, or any experiences with maldiciones, with witchcraft, with spells, or know of anyone that's experienced it, please send us our stories. We had so much fun last season when we were reading the stories, right, that we got, like the scary stories that people have experienced. So please email us or message us.
Plus, we're trying to get phone in.
Yeah, we're gonna be calling some phone in stories as well as the season progresses.
Keep you on the mic here and listen to you talk about your story,
your experience or your story. So you guys, this was I feel like it was I tried to tackle like the most important things, but I mean, like always we would need hours to finish this whole conversation. But I think we pretty much taught you guys what the difference is between the energy vampires and the dark entities. Is there anything anyone wants to?
No, I just hope it was educational.
Yeah, because that was what we wanted out of this.
Exactly. And if you are going through something and you have no one to talk to, I'm not gonna say I'm here, but Jazz is here.
I'm here, you guys.
Because to be real, I'm still learning.
You'll fucking freak him out if you tell him what you're going through.
I'll show up at your door with a Bible and some anointed oil. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that.
I will show up with the sage, the crystals. No,
but everything it'll be discreet. Don't think that.
No, you guys. Yeah, I'm used
to
email us. And like I said, I hear stories all the time. I work with people all the time, and I know all this shit. Like that is real. I've gone through so many things. I've freaking cleansed myself from so many things. So it's definitely out there, and we do wanna. This is all for educational purposes. Like to teach you guys to know that you're not alone. If you're thinking, oh my God, am I going crazy? Like. I'm hearing things.
Or things happening.
Yeah, like a lot of things with the entities. With a lot of my clients that have had witchcraft done on them, there's entities that follow them, that scare them in the night, that they'll hear in the closet, that they'll hear call their name. Like it manifests in so many ways. Yeah. And the more you're afraid of it, you feed it. It feeds on fear. It feeds on depression. It feeds on sadness. So that's what I'm saying. Like speak to someone.
Find your light.
Yes, speak to someone. Get help. Get help. That's all I can say, you guys.
Find nobody, we're here, right?
Yeah, we're here.
We're here to help. We've been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Now we are awakened. We woke from it.
Yeah.
So now we pretty much know what direction to take.
Yeah. But it was a great episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If, like I said, if you guys have any questions or stories, please reach out to us.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Until the next episode, you can follow us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and reach us on Instagram and TikTok. We're always there.
Yes.
We're always looking up to see who's reaching out to us.
Yes.
Right?
We love the feedback. The ones that interact. Thank you. Thank you
so much.
We really appreciate it.
All right. Till the next time.
Bye.
See ya.